Hi YouTube, it's Erin here, Smiley Cat 81, and this is my week 1 post RNY update. It's pretty exciting that it's 1 week. I have a lot to talk about in this video, so let's start with my weight. So I started out in December at 266.4, and on surgery day I weighed 246, and today I weigh 235. That's 11 pounds in 1 week. I was really shocked. I thought that I was only going to lose like 5 pounds the first week, so 11 pounds is just really exciting and amazing, and I'm just, it feels like it's just such a good start. That means I'm 31 pounds down total right now since December. Yeah, so that's exciting. One cool thing is I had this jacket that I bought several years ago that I only got to wear like a couple times. This like pea coat from Gap, and it was an extra large. So I thought it would fit. I got it and it like barely buttoned. So I wore it a couple times, but it was just too small. So then I ended up getting another coat. But an NSV for this week is that I could put that coat on. I can wear it now, and I can button all 3 buttons, and it's only the first week, so I'm really excited. I feel like I can see the weight loss in my face a little bit already. I also think that I look a little sick. I feel like my like I'm a little pale, and my eyes are a little bit sunken in, it looks like. But I'm sure that'll go away once I start getting more nutrients. So this past week I've been on my liquid diet, and it has been, it's been a pretty rough week. I'm not gonna lie. I had no complications at all, so I feel really blessed about that. 0 complications. I didn't have a drain. I didn't have any gas pains. I know a lot of people on here talk about like pains in their shoulder from gas bubbles, and there was one time I had a tiny sharp pain from gas, and other than that, it was just like gurgle for like 7 straight days. It was just blah, 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 blah. Which I kind of took as a good sign, like my body was getting all of the stuff out that the hospital had pumped into me. But I was really tired and just felt like just icky all the time. And I was on pain meds. They had me on the liquid version of Percocet, which is Roxicet, and it was liquid, and I had to take that. At the beginning I took it several times a day. Now I take it just occasionally. I haven't taken it today. I took it last night, but just half a dose, and it's awesome. I love that pain meds, but I don't need it, so I'm not taking it. And it makes me feel sort of like out of it, so I don't like having that feeling. Let's see what else. The surgery experience was interesting. No problems at all, like I said, but it was my very first time in a hospital, any sort of hospital at all. I mean, maybe I'd walked in a hospital. I'd never been in a hospital like as a patient, and it was strange. I mean, just being hooked up to the IV and like just not being able to move, that was weird. And calling the nurse to help me go to the bathroom and having a catheter, ugh, it was awful. I do not like catheters. Then I had that little pain pump, and this little pump that I could press, and it would give me medicine every 10 minutes if I pressed it, and it made me like fall asleep instantly every time I pressed it. I felt like so out of it, but it was good because it was a painkiller, obviously. But yeah, I just don't like being groggy. And then my parents were there, and I felt like I shouldn't be sleeping all the time. So I didn't like how I felt. And I felt like I was constantly being poked and had tubes in me, and it was just sort of like a drab room. It was, I feel bad for people who have to live for a long time in a hospital, because I was there 2 nights, 3 days, so I got out the 3rd day, which was really good, they told me. And And that was enough for me. I was really excited to be home, and I feel like I recovered at a quicker pace once I got home and was able to be in my own space, in my own environment, and that I could move around on my own. Um, the surgery went well. It only lasted 30 minutes. So they told me. I have 5 incisions. Um, Waking up, I can like vaguely remember waking up and being in a lot of pain, and also feeling really nauseous. But it's sort of like this really blurry memory, and I can just remember them asking me, pain 1 through 10, 8.5, you know. And so and then I woke up. I stayed there for a couple of hours, and then they wheeled me back into a room which I had, which was a single room, which was really awesome. It was right by a really great view. Um, and my parents came in, and I had some visitors, and I walked that night. I walked just a little bit to just get moving, and it was good. The nurses were fantastic. I had my surgery. Okay, I'll just tell you the details. With Dr. Akramidin in Minneapolis at the Fairview University of Minnesota Medical Hospital. So I don't know if any of you are familiar with that. It was really great. He was amazing. The nurses were great. Everything went really smoothly. I just, like I said, I feel really, really just grateful that I haven't had any problems. Okay, so then this past week, I came home on Friday. I had my surgery on Wednesday, March 9th. Came home on Friday, the 11th. And just sort of, I tried to like move around as much as possible. I would pace my apartment a lot and get as many fluids as I could get down. I was only getting down about 40 ounces. I was supposed to get down 64 ounces. And after a couple of days, I started having major head hunger, like major. I was not expecting that, like at all. I was really shocked. I thought, like, I don't know why I thought I would be an exception to the rule, but I did. I was like, no, I'm not gonna get head hunger. No, I'm not emotionally attached to food. No, I am. Everybody is. Food is like such a central part of your life, and it's so much pleasure during your day that when you don't have food anymore, even though you're physically not hungry, you really desire food. And I desired food. I would just be like fast forwarding through commercials, and just like one shot of a cheeseburger would like, oh, then I start fantasizing. I started fantasizing about like all different kinds of foods. Most of the foods I fantasized with which made me think that I wasn't actually hungry, were like carbs and fat. So I really wanted like Domino's pizza or cheeseburger or what else did I want? Oh my god, like garlic bread. Oh my god, it still sounds good. Um, but then today I had my first post-op appointment, and they put me on pureed foods, which I was like, I can't tell you how excited I was about that I could actually start eating food, feeling better, taking my vitamins. So they have me taking 2 multivitamins a day, and they recommended the Flintstones vitamins. I was going to do the gummy vitamins because of what I've seen on here, but they told me to stay away from that because it doesn't have iron in it. So I went and I got some Flintstones vitamins, and they were fine. They were tasty, pretty chalky, but fine. And then they're going to start me on my next appointment, which is in 3 weeks, on the rest of my vitamins. And they also started talking about protein. And I had my first meal, and which was mashed up beans and with a little bit of spice on it and some cottage cheese, and it was like heaven. It was amazing. And then 30 minutes later, I had a glass of milk. I had like a half cup of milk. And now I just feel really good. I feel like so much better than I did when I was just on liquids. So it just really makes a difference being on actual food. I can't even tell you how much better I feel. I'm still really, really tired. I just lethargic all the time. It takes a lot of effort for me to go out. Just this morning going to the doctors and coming back, I sort of felt really bad for like an hour after I was home. I went to the grocery store a couple days ago with my mom, and she got me a bunch of stuff for food, and that took a lot out of me. So I'm hoping with the food and the calories and the protein and the nutrients, I can start working up on my energy. And also, like, I have like brain fog. if my brain's not functioning as well as it usually does, I can't think as quickly or as clearly. And I'm sure that's also just because of the lack of nutrients and protein. So I'm hoping that'll go by soon too. Okay, what else did I want to talk about? I'll just tell you this one really fast thing, and then I'll let you go. My mom was here, like I said, and we went to Target to buy groceries, and she decided to buy me some clothes, which I didn't expect. And we went over, and it was so fun actually shopping in like the regular clothes aisle. Of course, I can't wear these clothes yet, but it was sort of like this moment where she wanted to celebrate my surgery, and you know, she got me like a couple of size large shirts and a size large nightgown, and like I was so excited. I was so excited. I mean, it was such a weird experience shopping for clothes that I actually liked in the regular person aisles. Regular person. It's not even real, but you know what I mean. And I was like super excited, and she was really happy for me and excited to buy me stuff, and it was really, really fun. So maybe when I actually get down to a size large, which I'm at a size extra extra large now, about like a loose 20, maybe 18. I haven't tried it on yet, but I've lost 30 pounds. Um, I will maybe model some stuff for you once I get down there. But it was really fun. One last thing, I just wanted to thank you guys for your support while I was at surgery, all of the messages and comments, and I specifically want to thank a couple people. Overcoming 2010. I want to thank Slim and Jax. She had her VSG a week before mine. Mrs. Glitter Girl. She was very supportive, and Healthier Couple. There are lots of others actually, and I'm sorry if I'm not including you in this, but I just want to like thank you. Seriously, it meant a lot for me. It was very helpful. And that's it for today, I think. Um, yeah, so 11 pounds down, 235. Um, we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Okay, have a great week. Bye.